Let me ask you, there's a fine line between staying strong and knowing when to let go. How did you learn the difference between control and surrender?
Yep, great question. So for me, that did not happen until the myeloma diagnosis, the blood cancer diagnosis, because literally was brought to my knees and the doctor, I was given a prognosis number when I didn't ask for it.
Mm.
Here, Bron, this is your life expectancy. I was
So that
54.
didn't.
So coming through to sitting out the back of my house and looking at the trees and praying to insert your God and praying, going, please, please, God, give me time. Please, please, please give me time to process this. Because I knew how it worked, right?
Mm.
And then when I do get formally diagnosed and given a prognosis, Bron, we're starting treatment next week. Why are we starting treatment next week? This is the thing. Now I will actually question why we're starting next week versus can we have this conversation around how can I participate in these conversations? Because I wanted time to
Mm.
get my head and my body prepared. That's all I wanted, right? And what was your question again? Surrender from control. So when you look in the world now, right? Entrepreneurs, business owners, what do we do? What are we taught? We're taught to set a goal. We're taught to make it smart. We're taught to make it 20,000 steps to get there. And if you don't, and if you can miss three of them, 75 hard. And so here we are, hustle, hustle, hustle. We've got to be no matter what's going on in your life,
Mm.
because that's how you build a business, bro. So I just did what everyone else did, hustled my butt off
Yeah.
at the expense of my soul, expense of my health. And was that the right thing to do? No, because it's all about control.
Mm.
Get up at 5 a.m. and you're meditating by 5:10, and you will meditate for 20 minutes and you will journal for 20 minutes, and then you're going to go for a 45-minute walk and you will walk 10,000 steps. But what
Yeah.
my point is, you can choose whatever that path looks like without the control. The surrender to that is, Bron, you can get up at 5 a.m. You wake, you set the alarm at 5. No, I'm feeling pretty off. Great. Set it for 6. You don't have to get up at 5 if you don't want to. We're talking about journaling. I really work hard on just writing down thoughts. And I'm in my journal, and I started this in October, and I've written in there exactly 27 times because I started to number them, because it's like I completely forgot for the last 3 days. But the control on that is, oh, you need to start again. You need to start your 75 again because you've missed 3 days of journaling versus, sweet. Well done you for opening your journal and writing in there again, Bron. That is so cool. And you meditated, or you just sat there and looked at the trees and you were so grateful and you patted your dog and you enjoyed your hot coffee.
Mm.
That's meditating. That's what I call healing. So that's control thinking versus resilience thinking, which is we write in pencil, things change. They change in an instant.